You know, the fact that FTT is at $1, I thought it would be like at 0.
Oh yeah. FTT, the infamous coin that gave Alameda all its funding.
The majority of it.
Yeah. It's at $1. Oh, I don't know if you could confirm this, but I heard that they created a plan to pay back all of its creditors 90%.
Who?
FTX.
They were able to get that much money?
That's what I saw. That's why I said I don't know if you were able to confirm this, because I saw that and I was like, that's insane.
So I do see that. From what it reads is FTX has a plan that, if approved in bankruptcy court, could return creditors up to 90% of distributed value worldwide. That sum has yet to be determined, and the state's amend proposal won't be filed for approximately 2 months.
One part of the plan that I saw was that it requires like some type of I think they call it a clawback, where if you withdrew funds from the FTX, this is the part that I think makes it sketchy.
We can talk about this because I have somewhere to go with this.
If you withdraw funds from the FTX platform, I think within like the last 15 days or
9 days before it came down,
something like that, yeah, then you got to give them back a 15%.
I see that, yeah. So I'll read it to you because it does say that here. I could read you the entire thing if you want. Or you want to read it since you read better than me?
No, you can practice.
God damn it. So it says the debitors propose dividing missing customer assets into 3 pools based on circumstances at the start of the Chapter 11 cases. Assets segregated for FTX.com customers, assets for FTX US customers, and a general pool of other assets. The proposal stated that the customers with a preference settlement amount of less than $250,000 can accept the settlement without any reductions of claim or payment. Preference settlement is 15% of customer withdrawals on exchange 9 days before it went under. Creditors would further receive a shortfall claim against the general pool corresponding to the estimated value of assets missing at their exchange. Estimated to be $9 billion for FTX.com and $166 million for FTX US, the exchange's US arm. However, the recoveries could be mirrored by various factors such as taxes, government claims, token prices, and fluctuation, etc.
Okay.
It says, furthermore, the debtors could exclude any insider affiliates customers from the settlement who may have known the commingling and misuse of customer debits and corporate funds, or those who changed their KYC information to facilitate withdrawals when they were held. The debtors said that the payouts for these customers may not reflect their value of the FTX debtors' claims.
So they're gonna exclude anyone that knew that there was a whole bunch.
You can't prove that.
You can't prove that someone knew?
Yeah. If anything,
there's ways of proving it.
Not if you're the trader guy. If
you have a text.
So, because to that extent, I don't know if you heard it, but Carolina Ellis did a all hands on deck meeting. That literally was a recording of her before everything went under Chapter 11, telling the entire Alameda team what's going on. They all knew. Okay. Should they all not get their funds back if they all knew at the very end there?
At the 9 days before. And they drew back.
You couldn't. One of the girls there asked, "What about people who work for the companies? What can we do with our assets?" And they're like, "As right now, you're nothing we can do because they already paused withdrawals at that point in time." I think.
Okay. Yeah. So they've already because if they've paused withdrawals.
Yeah, because that's what it says here. They were able to change their KYC preferences to then
get
around it.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, no. If you did that, then yeah, you definitely don't.
I don't think that's fair. Because also I work for that company. I don't know that Slime's what they're doing is going on. My funds are still there. I work for this company. I'm getting my assets out of there. Why? And you can technically get it's a crypto. If I put it on some wallet, you can't come back at me,
bro. Like that's not. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. That's not like your fault. That's something that your employer did.
Exactly.
And you're just trying to secure it. Like it's like you're not harming anyone. You're just making sure you're not
destroyed.
Yeah.
Which I will say, Ellison knew this was going on a year before it happened.
Oh,
essentially.
Yeah. Oh, really? A whole year?
So apparently, from the very beginning,
Mm-hmm.
the $8 billion, when FTX first started, they couldn't get funding. They couldn't get banks.
Mm-hmm.
So they went through Alameda. Alameda could get banking.
Mm-hmm.
All the FTX funds were there. They had $8 billion. That's where that hole's coming from. They never moved those $8 billions back to the FTX exchange
FTX.
after they could get banking. They left it with Alameda.
And then they just assumed, or they knew.
They just.
They did some shady.
You can't assume. There's no shady account.
account.
You can't assume because everyone knows that money's not theirs. They just left it there and just were like,
yeah,
it's already here.
You don't misplace $8 billion.
Exactly.
Which is the whole thing that like everyone's like, how do you misplace $8 billion?
They didn't misplace. It was already there. They
Mm-hmm.
just never moved it to FTX.
To FTX.
And then apart from that, they were just also just getting funds from FTX and getting loans. So you said clawbacks.
Mm-hmm.
To specify what clawback means is going after anyone who got paid out. No, this camera's good.
Yeah, it is. They're good. They're golden.
So anyone who were able to get funds from FTX, essentially, they can technically get a clawback, meaning they can get a letter saying return the funds so we can make our creditors hold.
Mm-hmm.
CZ can technically get a clawback letter and go to court because
he was the one who
not because of that.
triggered it.
Because they bought out CZ
Mm-hmm.
from the shares he had of the company. Like, remember my whole thing. CZ was a part owner of the company.
Oh,
And then FTX bought his out with the money from creditors. So he can get a clawback letter to give back the money they bought him out with, whatever that amount was. It could have been billions or millions.
Mm-hmm.
And
just 15% of it.
what?
I think it's
His could be for all of it.
yeah. His could be true.
His could be for all of it. The 15% is just for
The people who withdrew,
who were able to withdraw before it went down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
CZ's is all of it. The same letter
and CZ's still liable for all that.
for what he technically yes. It's it's the same thing with the politicians.
Mm-hmm. It's like they got the money, but they don't really have it anymore. So, like, how are you gonna make them pay something if they don't have it? But if it's a court case, it's a court case.
So Carolina Ellison confirmed in her testimony that funds were used to buy out CZ back in 2021 from FTX. So they used customer funds to buy him out, and then Sam used customer funds to pay off politicians, which also have been sent out clawback letters. Well, they have also been sent letters to return the money.
Oh, really?
They just haven't. No one's said anything. But ideally, they can take all that to court to get that $100 million and plus whatever CZ got paid, because it came from customer funds. Whether they don't or do, that's a different story. But they can.
Yeah. Nah. They could be obligated to.
I don't know how that works.
Like if the court decides,
it's in court now.
If the court decides, you
have to take it to court.
Yeah, and then they might have to pay like liabilities over time, like a payment plan.
Who?
The person who hasn't paid the clawback.
I don't know. I feel like if you're a customer and if you got your withdrawals from whatever that is, why should you be? I made it out.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's
by skin of my teeth.
Yeah, they're claiming that they're gonna give everyone else their money, but really they're just taking away the money that you secured. That was yours.
I think that's part of the reason they're able to get to that 90%.
Yeah,
everyone has to return there, so then equally divided.
Yeah, exactly.
Because apparently FTX was the run they had was like a billion a day was being withdrawn.
$1 billion a day. Yeah,
was being withdrawn.
Yeah, this is a whole big conundrum. A lot of people are affected. Like even the BlockFi was one of the companies that was affected by the whole situation.
Because they gave the loans.
Yeah, they gave loans to Alameda.
Yeah.
Well, the crazy part is that all the like financial paperwork that they were giving out
were false.
Were falsified. Yeah,
they're all edited to make it seem better or
as
worse.
Per Carolina.
Huh?
As per Carolina.
Yeah. Apparently, they were also it all was done by the order of Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I believe that or not is a different story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how they try and make him seem like the great mastermind behind all this. Because I don't.
They're all complicit.
Yeah.
They're all complicit.
Because if you, I didn't hear.
That's why they're all guilty.
That's why I don't think they deserve a damn plea deal here. None. They all deserve to rot in prison.
They're all
because they all knew what was going on.
They all knew very well. Like at this point, we all it's evident.
Yeah.
That they're all criminals.
So in the meeting that Carolina had, which was, it was literally like all hands on deck meeting, which was recording, an hour recording of her just answering her traders' questions and stuff. It was very obvious that this whatever was happening in FTX was from like very early on. They knew it was going south. Since they paid out, she confirmed that they paid CZ in 2021 with customer funds. So meaning probably before that they were using customer funds throughout everything.
Throughout the beginning.
I'm not gonna say that because they were in a real exchange. They were profitable until they weren't, and then they had this whole thing. They just over leveraged themselves and just
completely over leveraged. I'm
gonna say if they weren't over leveraged the way they were, they would still be here.
Yeah, if they just took less risk,
literally,
they could have continued doing. They just power hungry people.
I don't think it was power hungry. I think they're just making stupid decisions, buying into using funds, the loans they will take out to then they took out loans against customer funds. Terrible. The fact that then you go and buy a penthouse that you can't sell, that's completely illiquid.
Yeah. It's like, what
are you doing?
It's gross mismanagement of funds.
On top of the fact that you're stealing from customers. Yeah,
because you did steal.
Because you stole from. That's your.
You said that you weren't going to use their money for investment,
and you definitely did.
You absolutely did.
And you definitely commingled funds.
Yeah.
But the fact that you then took it a step further to buy illiquid assets, completely, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then having an absorbent amount of FTT to then you use to take out more loans. You're a bunch of scumbags.
Bunch of scumbags, Julio. I agree.
I think they're all guilty.
They are.
They all deserve 40 years in prison.
Oh, but they're all testifying now against Sam.
Yes, bunch of scumbags. You were all complicit. You were all there. She was saying like, "Oh, I'm kind of glad it happened. That way I don't have to keep online." Bullshit.
That's bull. Yeah, that's BS. She was perfectly happy.
You were fine
getting that. She's just trying to fix her PR right now.
Yes.
She's trying to fix her PR. But she was totally happy getting that money. Being, they were dating, weren't they?
They were broken up at the end of it. They were fighting. They weren't happy with each other. I think I took a screenshot of something on my phone.
Yeah, it's like I got a screenshot.
No, it's about it was an article about something or a video that I was watching about FTX. Let me see if I have it here.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think it's funny or like important to note, not necessarily funny, but like important to note that the whole like motto, like ethos that you found the screenshot.
Yeah, I have it here. You want to know how much of a slime bag she is? This is what she wrote. Think I'm going to tweet at CZ that we will buy she said buy it, but she meant the FTT from him at $22. This is in a Slack chat. She wrote, any objections? This guy, I can't read his name. It's a blurry picture. It's blurry, the screenshot. It's just BX on here. He goes, I can imagine that hurting. Might be better that the market is willing to buy for 22 rather than affiliate, but not strongly opposed. So meaning when the FTT was crashing, she told ZZ, the ones that he was going to sell, that, hey, I'll buy your FTT at 22 a share so it doesn't crash the price, so it doesn't cause a margin call on me on Alameda.
Yeah.
Then Sam wrote, I think the main point is just to counter the PR narrative here, and Binance probably won't take us up on it. I also think the FWW that the market is likely to buy more if we tweet it, but I don't know. Carolina, I'm about to tweet. FTT will go up.
FTT will go up.
Sam, guessing it makes sense to speed up freezing up capital, seeing significant withdrawals.
Oh, wow. They were probably...
not freezing, freeing up capital, seeing significant withdrawals.
Yeah, they were probably like cold sweating.
Slime bags.
Completely cold
sweating. She's a slime bag.
Yeah.
You just said that you were going to buy this at this price, so it doesn't cause a margin on you. You're a slime bag.
She knew what she was doing.
She knew exactly what she was trying to do. Slime bag.
100% knew exactly what she was doing.
They all deserve 30 years in prison.
But yeah, you already shaved off 10 years off their.
I said 40.
You said 40.
There's only 3 they can really prove. So like I know 3 gives them 30.